says we should have off-campus lunch. So I think we shouldn't. And this is why. There are many negative effects to off-campus lunch. For one, there's a risk of crashing. 2, the temptation to leave school. 3, too much liability for the school. 4, the increase of strangers entering the building. 5, more expensive than school lunches. Now, Gracie showed a nice picture of people at lunch. And she said, do you want this to be you? Well, do you want that to be you? According to a Haley Reed's 2020 article, closed campus lunch is for our safety, not for our frustration, states that a student in Nassau, New York was injured while getting lunch off campus, which is the main point of why some schools don't allow off-campus lunch is the risk of safety for the students. I sent out a survey. This is a graph that shows the percentage of speed relating, actually no, not yet. This is the graph. So I sent out a survey, 8 out of 13 replied, and they all said yes, they would have off-campus lunch. And this is the second part of like where they would go eat. So I had 37.5 reply with Sonic, no one put McDonald's. Subway had 12.5%, no one chose Extreme Mart. Home had 25%, and the other 25% was all of the above or any available option. So, this is a graph showing speed-related crashes for teens. And as you can see, the ages between 16 and 18 are at the most. And this is speed-related, so like the students in rushes from trying to make the lunchtime requirement. And another reason why this is bad is because once you have a crash, insurance costs go up, parents don't trust you driving, stuff like that. Point number 2, the temptation to leave school. This can decrease attendance levels, grade dropping, and just overall the urge to leave. Once you're already out of school, the urge to leave just raises, so you don't really feel like going back. And the chance of strangers entering the school, too much liability for the school, and with the flow of students in and out, there's not really a simple way of checking students. According to a Jack Hudson article, students should not be able to leave for lunch. It states that with the steady flow of students in and out of campus greatly increases the risk of strangers entering a campus, which increases or poses a risk for the students and staff members inside the school, which also increases the chance of a school shooting. As well as another reason, school lunch is much cheaper. $2 and some, about $2 for school lunch here, and the average price for McDonald's, Sonic, and other businesses are just overall much more expensive. The average McDonald's menu item costs about $4. The average Sonic menu item costs between $2 to $9. And the average home cooked meal costs about $4 to $6. This is a graph of fast food price inflation from 2014 to 2024. And it shows that McDonald's and other fast food restaurants have either increased by half their price or doubled their price. Gracie says that off-campus lunch will give you more options for food or have less to clean up. However, school lunch is much cheaper. Risk of injuring yourself is just, the risk is too high for the reward. However, if students don't choose school lunch, that will allow, or not allow the school to make as much money as they can. Also, another point she made out is that Dr. Chancellor and Gordon would have to enforce rules. But how would they enforce rules when they don't know where you're going, stuff like that. School lunch may seem like a great idea, however, the risk is too high for the reward. The risk of crashing, strangers entering the building, the school liability, temptation to skip school, the higher prices, it all just doesn't add up. This is why Centralia High School should not allow off-campus lunch for juniors and seniors. Thank you.